Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back. My name's Crystal, and it's time for September TBR already. August, I just flew by. Did anyone else feel that? They just went whoosh, and we're in September. This year, 2021, is just flying by. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's talk about September TBR. And like usual, I got lots of books on my list, and that's fine. It's fine. But September's like a fun month, and there's like some readathons, and I got buddy reads, read-alongs, the usual stuff. So let's hop right in and do non-readathon stuff first. I'm just gonna go. I'm looking down my list, y'all. I have a list because if I don't, I will forget. So, the Stephen King read-along book for this month, the Stephen King read-along, is helmed by Kelly from Kelly Hooked on Books, and we discuss these books over on Brad Proctor's Discord. I'll link it below, of course. And this September, we're reading Gerald's Game. This is one of his I've not read, so that's exciting. I say that I've not read more than I've read of Stephen King, so. But anyway, this one definitely seems pretty interesting, and I know there was a movie out about it, on Netflix or something. So I like to read it and then watch that. All I know is like this couple, they go away on a trip, and they try to get like a little excitement in the bedroom, and his husband like handcuffs her to the bed and then like dies, and then she's stuck in handcuffed to the bed. That's what I know about that story. So we'll see. Stuff falling everywhere. Alrighty. Oh, the Shades of Orange book club choice for September is House of 100 Whispers by Graham Masterson. I've never read anything by this author. I think he's got a lot of stuff out there, right? So it'd be fun trying someone new. I'm probably going to do the audio for that one. I found it on Scribd. Scribd? I don't know. I feel like it should be Scribd because scribe is a word. But most people say Scribd. It's not important, but there you go. Anyway, for my little book club that I run with some friends of mine, we voted on fantasy books this month, and the winner was Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. And I heard a lot about this book, I think last year, maybe even 2 years ago now. I don't know much about it at all, but we're gonna read it. So I always knew the cover always was like so cool, really great. So we'll check it out, see how it goes. That should be fun. I always like just going into a book, not knowing a thing about it. It's fun. The Spinebreakers book club pick for September, and the Spinebreakers book club is of course run by Brad Proctor, link below, of course, and the Spinny Wheel brung up The Bone Collector by Jeffrey Deaver. This I think is kind of a thrillery mystery. I don't know if it's policeman. I don't know if it's like a police or like detective story, possibly. I think this was turned into a movie with Angelina Jolie, maybe. I don't think I ever saw it though. So, again, I don't know much about it, but I'm gonna read it. I found the audio on Hoopla, so sure, I'll read it. The Getting Hooga with It, our book club choice for September is The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. This is one I own the audiobook for this one. I haven't gotten to it yet. I did really enjoy Sundown Motel by Simone St. James, so I'm definitely excited to check out something else if I have time to get to it. We'll see. Because I've got a lot on this list. Alright, that's all for book club stuff. So my pal Kelly and I, we're going to be doing another buddy read in September. We're going to go into Night Film by Marissa Marisha Pessel. This is one I've been trying to read forever and ever. So yeah, I think this looks great. This is also sort of a murder mystery wrapped around like this filmmaker and his daughter and I think a journalist. I think there's a lot going on. It's one of those cool books that has mixed media. I scored this cool hard copy at a thrift store a couple years ago, so I was excited about that. It's really heavy actually. Anyway, we'll be reading that. Thanks, Kelly, for helping me get that one off my list as well. And let's see, Jason, I apologize for slacking so much on our Malazan read along. I have stalled on book 4, so I'm going to try to inch my way back into the Malazan series with House of Chains. This is book 4. I didn't read anything in August. I've still only read the prologue, so basically I haven't read anything. I need to just start over and just make some progress. You know, I'm not trying to read the whole thing. Just, you know, read some chapters. You know, I don't want to stall out on this. I don't want to quit, and I don't want to lose my momentum. I want to keep going. So let's do it. Jason over Jason's Weird Reads, linked below. I will hopefully have finished Settlement of Sins, which is the August book. But you know, Leslie over at the Nerdy Narrative is doing her little series read along for the Tower of Babel series. Is that what it's called? Books of Babel, whatever it's called. This is book 2. I wrote the Sphinx, so hopefully I can get into this and read along with the other group. I'm enjoying Settlement of Sins, so it'll be nice to keep going with the series. That's a novel idea. Keep going with the series instead of stopping them. Oh, and I forgot a book. I'm also I need to read the 3rd book, Dust by Hugh Howey, which is the 3rd book in I don't always remember the Silo Saga, I think it's called. Scott over at Book Invasion is hosting that read along of this series, linked below. So 3rd book, I'll be done with that series. That's cool. I left the book downstairs, so I don't have to show. Okay, that is like non-readathon stuff. So I got 2 like readathon challenges, whatever you want to call them, in September. They both sounded fun, so I said, you know what? Let's see what I can get done for those. What the hell, right? And the first is That 70s Horror Challenge, hosted over by John over at Books of Blood. I know he announced this like a couple months ago, I think now. And when he announced it, I was like, ooh, I want to do that one. So I've been anticipating this one for a couple of months now. And all of his prompts are basically based off of 70s like horror movies, essentially. So that's fun in itself. And let's just get going. I apologize if you can hear my son humming outside the door. This is my life. Okay, so I didn't write the whole prompt down, but bear with me. I'm flustered now because my kid's out through the door, but I'm not going to start over because I don't want to, so please just bear with me. You guys know I'm awkward in these videos. So, book about a demon possession or an exorcism, and I'm going to go classic. I'm going to go classic with this one. The Exorcist. I've never read it. I know. I hear you screaming at me. I know, I've not read it yet. Get off my back. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I've never read it, so, I mean, this seems like the perfect time. It is, you know, the classic story of an exorcist, right? And an exorcism. And it was written in the 70s. What's the copyright? 1971. So that's a twofer for 70s, right? And 2 is based on a true haunting. And I'm actually going to read, I found this book on Hoopla that had caught my interest. It's called The Demon of Brownsville Road. This is by Bob Cranmer and Erica Manfred. No, this isn't based on I guess it's a nonfiction, right? About this like haunted house. So I want to read it. I didn't want to read that one. So if I have time, we'll get into that one. The third prompt is a book about, sort of during the Vietnam War or featuring a Vietnam veteran. I thought this was a fantastic prompt, by the way. Kudos for that one, John. I feel like you get a lot of books with like World War II, especially if you're into historical fiction at all. I mean, this is a horror challenge, but you know what I mean. A lot of World War II books, and really not a lot about the Vietnam War, or vets in general. So I thought this was a fantastic prompt. But anyway, I think I'm going to try to get to Cover by Jack Ketchum. This does feature a Vietnam veteran, and he's like living out in the woods, kind of like, in solitude on his own. And I think these like campers come out like close by to him, and he's like not going to have that. I think it's pretty harsh. But I think I'm gonna give it a go. I think it's gonna be a good one. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. A book about a killer animal. That was fun. I think this was the Jaws prompt. And I have this book. It's an oldie. It's called The Wolfen by Whitley Strieber. Whitley Strieber of the Communion fame, his true story of alien abduction, and which I read as a teenager. I remember reading that. But anyway, this is, I think it's a werewolf story, essentially. So I'm going to count that as a killer animal. In the dark, they are watching, they are waiting for you. No one has ever lived to tell the horrifying truth about them. Yet even now, the wolfen are gathered in the night dark alleys, unseen, poised, ready to destroy their helpless human prey. Only one man and one woman, trained cops, willing to risk their lives, stand in the way. Wolfen. I've just noticed. There's these, can you tell there's like a screaming woman in the eyes of that? I had not noticed that before. Anyway, this is an oldie goldie. Pretty short though. And it sounds like a lot of fun. And it is also a 70s book. Since this is a 70s horror challenge, this is 1978 copyright, so that's gonna be fun. Let's see. A book by an author who debuted in the 70s. Should have kept that over here. Of course, Stephen King made his debut in the 70s, so I'm already reading Gerald's Game, so I'm going to use that for that prompt. And a book about creepy, evil children. I'm going to use Exorcist for that prompt. As we all know, Reagan is a child, and I think she's creepy. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Also, set in the 70s is the next prompt. I don't know if The Exorcist is officially set in the 70s. Does anyone know for sure? But I'm going to assume this is set in the 70s. If not, perhaps this is set in the 70s. Something will work for that. And then the last prompt is something that features a 70s style cover, and I'm going to use this because these old paperbacks, just even having a, now on a deserted street, the bloodiest horror is still to come. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm going to use that for that prompt. So doubling up a little bit, but that's fine. So that's the that 70s horror challenge. Of course, I will link John's announcement video below, or at least his channel below, and that's going to be really fun. Please let me know if you are taking part in that challenge, because it sounds like a lot of fun. Alrighty, and of course, September is Space Opera September, hosted by Thomas over at SFF 180, linked below, of course. And this season, his videos are so great, you guys, but he's got a really fun challenge for us this year. involving book buddy reads and book battles if you're either on the Federation or if you're a rebel. I'm a rebel, by the way. Or you can go back and do like the first season's prompts, which I'm going to be doing that, and doing a buddy read. So kind of doing season 1 and season 2 of Space Opera September, but that's okay. So I'm going to go through these questions real quick, so this doesn't get too much longer. But anyway, a novella, a space opera novella. I think I'm going to try to get to book 2 of the Binti series. I think it's Binti Home by Nnedi Okorafor. I read Binti, gosh, a long time ago, a year or more ago. I need to finish these stories. They're short. I don't know. I don't read them, okay? But anyway, so that, looking forward to that. And then since I'm a rebel, I'm just going to do the rebel track again. And reading a diverse space opera, meaning like diverse as far as the author or characters in the book, that sort of thing. And I'm going to finally try to check out Nine Fox Gambit by Yoon Ha Lee, who is, of course, an Asian author. And I know Rachel over at Shades of Orange loved this one and that put it on my radar. So another thrift store find. I found a really awesome book at the thrift store. So this one is exciting. I won't read too much about it, but it'll be fun. That'll be fun. A book over 500 pages, and I'm gonna finally dig into Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. I know I'm the last person in the world to not have started this series yet, but it was on my 21 to read in 2021 list, so I'm gonna finally get to it. And it's chunky. It's definitely over 500 pages. It's close to 600. It's actually like 600 pages. So, but I'm so excited to get into this series. I've just heard nothing but good things. So, I can't wait. And then let's see, a book published before you were born, which is like way back for me. And I think over in Hoopla, I was kind of looking around because I'm looking for audiobooks to help me out with some of this. And they've got Babel 17 by Samuel R. Delaney, which I forget the publication date now, but it was before I was born, and it's on the short side. So I'm going to try to find time for that one. I think that would be really cool. I've not read anything by this author, so that needs to be remedied for sure. And then my buddy read, I'm gonna read with my pal Mike. I'm gonna read The Wrong Stars by Chim Pratt. So that sounds really fun. Another space opera. Yay for space opera. And again, let me know if you are gonna take part in Space Opera September. Are you a rebel or are you a Federation? And if you want a buddy read Leviathan Wakes with me, let me know. If you're a rebel and want to buddy read this with me. If you're also the only other rebel that hasn't read it. This is a for sure read. Like, I will be reading this book in September. So, if nothing else, I'll be getting that one and my buddy reads for sure. Anyway, this is a long video. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for September and I can't wait. And wish me luck because there's a lot of books. This should be fun. That's going to do it. So thanks so much for watching. As always, I also appreciate it chatting with you in the comments below. I really appreciate you so much, you guys. And I'll catch you in the next one. Happy reading here in September. Bye-bye.